By now, most of us have used the NBC Sports App to watch our favourite soccer games. But whether you're new or not to the app, I bet there are many tips in this video that you weren't aware of. If you want to enhance the viewing experience of your Premier League games on the NBC Sports App, watch the following video. Okay, so let's dive deep into the NBC Sports App and show you some tips and tricks. So the first thing I want to show you is the closed captions feature. And this is something, if you hover your mouse over there, you can see, you can actually change this too. So you can change the type of font, you can change the font size, you can change the background color, something that's helpful too. Also, on the player controls, you can rewind like 15 seconds. The other thing you can do too is actually scrub. So you kind of go backwards and you can actually see a thumbnail. So if you want to go to a specific point in the match or the pre-game coverage, you can do that and see the thumbnail of where you want to go. And that definitely helps pinpoint what you want to see. Now, the next thing I want to show you too, there's a dreaded ads. So let me show you some of the, and actually when the ads play into the player controls are disabled. At the top, you've got the section where it has the latest games going on, as well as the score lines, and where those matches are, where you can find them on television. Top right, if you want to go ahead and see some stats for your team. So for example, if your team is Chelsea, you click on the Chelsea crest, and then magically at the bottom of the screen then too, it brings up the Chelsea stats and Chelsea players. Now you can scroll down here too and click on any of these player names, and it'll pop up with individual stats for that player. You can see the formation that the team's playing under. Now, if you click on one of these player names here too, let me see which one I can pick here. Well, actually, the other thing you can do is you can actually scroll through the players through the up button or down button. You can see kind of the player stats as far as the height, weight, date of birth, etc. You can also go ahead and see individual stats, so where they rank within the league, as well as how many of those stats they've produced. Team news is always important, especially before a big game, to find out who's injured, who's not available, etc. And the other thing too, I mean, so for example, in this example, you can go ahead and let's go click back here. Okay, so you can go to the top then if you want to switch it to Leicester, and click on the Leicester club crest, and then again, same thing towards the bottom of the page. You see the same layout, but obviously the names have changed. So you can see, again, up and down will work to browse through the different players to see those the team news, as well as player stats and individual stats to kind of a deeper dive. And then also it has the capacity of the stadium, the name of the stadium they're playing at. It also has, on high level stats, you can see kind of percentages of where the ball is on the field. You've got possession stats, shots on goal, shots on target, as well as corners, etc. And then if you go down to, you can see play-by-play. So this is really helpful if you don't want to rewind any of the match and you join it in progress, but you want to find out perhaps what's happened in the last few minutes, you can do that. As a live table, this is really interesting and definitely very helpful, as well as you can look at the home points and away points, and see how teams are doing at home and away throughout the season. It's always helpful. Going back to the stats section on the bottom here, if you scroll down a little bit further, you'll see that it has a whole bunch of curated Twitter tweets, basically from the NBC Sports Twitter account, as well as some other the accounts there too. And that's helpful too. Just during a break, commercial break, you can go and see what's going on, what the latest news and thoughts are. Player controls, we've showed you this already, but again, rewind, go back 15 seconds, pause, or fast forward. You can also share this too on social media with your followers. You can go ahead and do full screen if you want to. Video quality is always helpful to see kind of how many megabits per second it's loading at. Go live is always helpful, and this is something that if you pause the game, you can always click on the go live to go back to the live moments in the match. And there you go. There's the NBC Sports app. Hopefully some of these tips and tricks have helped you, and hopefully that'll enhance your viewing experience. If you do have any questions about the video or the tips, just let us know on our website, worldsoccertalk.com. Cheers.